Children, so the yesterday class, the previous class, we discussed various types of angles. Those all you know that acute angle, obtuse, and straight angle, reflexive angle, and complete angle, and also adjacent angles, vertically opposite angles, complementary angles, supplementary angles. These all we have discussed various types of angles. In this class, in these lines and angles, when the two lines are said to be parallel, you know that when the two lines are said to be parallel, if they don't have the common point, these two lines are said to be parallel. How we can say that these two lines are parallel? Because these two lines are parallel. Why? Because they are not having any common point. They are not having any common point. If two lines do not have any common point, they are called parallel lines. Parallel lines means they never meet. These are parallel lines. So this L line, L is, can say that L is parallel to M. So how these lines are? These two lines having the common point. The common point is O. So means these L and M lines are intersecting at O. These lines are said to be intersecting. How can you say that these two lines are intersecting? They have a common point. The lines which have common point, they are called intersecting lines. If they don't have any common point, they are said to be parallel lines. These you know that. Now, today we are going to deal with lines and transversal. So L is parallel to M. L is lines and transversal. Lines and transversal. The most important topic is lines and transversal. So the L line is parallel to M. What is transversal? If the line, the two lines are there, when line is intersects, when the line which intersects the two given parallel lines is called transversal. So this L line is parallel to M line. These two lines are parallel lines. L and M. So these two lines are intersected by some other line, some other straight line. This is called transversal. P is the transversal here. Why P is transversal? Because the transversal intersects other two parallel lines. L is parallel to M and P is a transversal. Why P is transversal? What is transversal? So the straight line which intersects the two given parallel lines is called a transversal. So L is parallel to M here and P is a transversal. Because of this transversal here we got 8 angles. 8 exterior angles. Total angles we got 8 here. 4 exterior angles, 4 interior angles. 4 interior angles. P is the transversal. What is transversal? The straight line that intersects two given parallel lines at two distinct points is called a transversal. So here we got, because of this transversal, we got 8 angles totally. 8 angles are there. That is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, angle 8. In between parallel lines, angles are interior angles. In between two parallel lines, what are the angles situated in between L and M? In between L and M, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. These are called interior angles. Outside the parallel lines, the angles that formed outside the parallel lines, 1, 2, 8, 7 are the exterior angles. So the angles in between L and M, the angles obtained in between parallel lines are interior angles. What are interior angles? What are the interior angles here? Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. And exterior angles. Exterior angles means the angles that obtained outside the parallel lines. Outside the parallel lines what? Angle 1, angle 2, and angle 8, angle 7. These are the exterior angles. From this figure, what are the exterior angles? 1, 2, 8, 7, and interior angles are 3, 4, 5, 6. How to identify interior angles and exterior angles? So, interior angles means the angles in between the parallel lines. The angles obtained the angles formed in between parallel lines. In between parallel lines, aligned what are the angles? 3, 4, 5, 6. They are the interior. Outside the parallel lines, the angles that formed outside the parallel lines are called exterior angles. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 8, angle 7. So I hope we clearly understood both interior and exterior angles. Now, here let us corresponding angles. Corresponding angles here. CA, corresponding angles. What are the corresponding angles? Corresponding angles means they will be corresponding angles will be the either side of the transversal. Transversal. P is the transversal. Either side of the transversal, what angle is there? 2, 3, 6, 7. The same side of the transversal. What are the angles on the same side of the transversal? 2, 3, 6, 7, 1, 4, 5. Either side of the transversal. The angles on the same side of the transversal are angle 2, angle 3, angle 6, angle 7. One is interior, one is exterior. One is interior, one is exterior. What are the angles same side of the transversal here? 2, 3. 2 is the interior, 3 is the exterior, 3 is the interior. And 6 is the interior, 7 is the exterior. So, corresponding angles means the angle 2 and angle 3, one of the angle is exterior, one of the angle is interior. Angle 2 is exterior, angle 3 is interior, but they should not be side by side. They are not adjacent. They are not adjacent. Angle 2, angle 3 are the adjacent angles. Adjacent angles means immediately one after one angle beside the other angle. Beside of angle 2 is what? Angle 3. Beside of angle 6 is what? Angle 7. They are adjacent angles. So, what are corresponding angles? Corresponding angles means one angle from the exterior, one angle from the interior. So, as I said, one is exterior, one is interior. But they should not be adjacent. They should not be adjacent. Angle 2, exterior. Angle 3, interior. One exterior, one interior will be corresponding, but they should not be adjacent. But angle 2, angle 3 are the adjacent. Angle 2 exterior, angle 3 interior. Though they are not corresponding. Why means they are adjacent. Adjacent means they should be side by side. So one exterior take, but they should not be adjacent. They should not be side by side. They should maintain some distance. Angle 2 exterior, angle 6 interior. So angle 2, angle 6 are the corresponding angles. Angle 3, angle 7 are the corresponding angles. Angle 1, angle 5 are the corresponding angles. Angle 4, angle 8 are the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles means one from exterior and other from exterior, one from interior and other from exterior, but they are not adjacent. They are not adjacent. So angle 2 exterior, angle 3 interior. These are not corresponding. Why? Because they are adjacent angles. Adjacent angles never be corresponding angles. Corresponding angles, how to identify? Corresponding angles are not adjacent. One from exterior, one from interior, but they are not adjacent. What are the corresponding angles here? Angle 2, angle 6. Next, angle 3, angle 7. Corresponding angles. Angle 1, angle 5, angle 4, angle 8. These are the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Next, alternate angles. What are alternate angles? Alternate means opposite. Alternate means opposite. Alternate interior. Alternate interior. They should be their angles. They should be alternate. Alternate means like cross, opposite. Alternate means opposite angles. So alternate interior. Angle 4 opposite is angle 6. Angle 4, angle 6. Angle 3, angle 5. These are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are angle 4, angle 6. Angle 3, angle 5. These are alternate interior angles. Alternate exterior angles. Exterior. Alternate exterior. Angle 1 exterior, angle 7 exterior. Angle 1, angle 7. Angle 1, angle 7. Next, angle 2, angle 8. These are alternate exterior angles. So, I hope you clearly understood interior, alternate interior and alternate exterior angles. Next, we will go for let us observe the theorems and theorems in this. First one is angle of corresponding angles. Angle of corresponding angles. Angle of corresponding Angles of corresponding angles. When the two lines are intersected by the transversal, the angles formed on the corresponding angles are equal. If a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal. If a transversal intersects angle of corresponding angle, this is one theorem. What is the angle of corresponding angle? If a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal. What are the corresponding angles? Angle 2 is equal to angle 6. Angle 3 is equal to angle 7. Angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Angle 4 is equal to angle 8. So this is the angle of corresponding angles. Angle of corresponding angles means if a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal. If a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal. Angle 2 equal to angle 6, angle 3 equal to angle 7, angle 1 is equal to angle 5, angle 4 is equal to angle 8. This is next one is theorem 4. This is 4.1. This is what? Theorem 4.1. Theorem 4.1 is angle of corresponding angles. Next theorem 4.2. Theorem 4.2. Theorem 4.2 is if a transversal, the P is transversal. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate angles are equal. Each pair of alternate angles are equal. If a transversal intersects a given pair of parallel lines, then each pair of alternate angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. What are the alternate angles equal here? Angle 4 is equal to alternate angle 4 is angle 6. Angle 4 equal to angle 6. Angle 3 equal to angle 5. This is interior. Exterior alternate angles. Angle 1 is equal to angle 7. Angle 2 is equal to angle 8. Alternate means I already just now I told you opposite angles. Theorem 4.2 is what? If a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, then each pair of alternate angles are equal. Each pair of alternate angles are equal. If a transversal intersects pair of given parallel lines, then each angle of interior angles are equal. Angle 4 is equal to angle 6. How alternate angles are equal? When the two parallel lines are intersected by transversal, the interior opposite angles are equal. Angle 4 is equal to angle 6, angle 3 equal to angle 5, angle 1 is equal to angle 7, angle 2 equal to angle 8. This is 4.2. Theorem 4.3. Theorem 4.3 is if a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, the angles on the same side of the transversal. The angles on the same side of the transversal. This is the two parallel lines. These are the two parallel lines. So this is the transversal, children. This is the L is parallel to M and P is the transversal. The angles on the same side of this is, for example, this is A, this is B. This is A, this is B. The angles are same side of the transversal. Where are A, B situated? Where the angles A, B are situated? They are the same side of the transversal. So this is sum of them equal to 180 degrees. Sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. The angles formed on the same side of the transversal. What are the same side of the angles here? Angle 3 and angle 6. Angle 3 plus angle 6 equal to 180 degrees. The angles on the same side of the transversal is equal to 180 degrees. If a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary, means sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal, angle 3 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degrees. Angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degrees. 180 degrees. This is the theorem 4.3. What theorem 4.3 states that the axiom or theorem 4.3 states that if a transversal intersects a pair of given parallel lines, the angles on the same side of the transversal is equal to 180 degrees are supplementary. Sum of the interior angles is supplementary, that is 180 degrees. Angle 3 plus angle 6 180. Angle 4 plus angle 5 is 180 degrees. It can be applicable for exterior also. Angle 1 plus angle 1 and angle 8 are also same side of the transversal. Some of them are also supplementary. Angle 1 plus angle 8, 180. Angle 2 plus angle 7 also 180 degrees. These theorems 4.1 and 4.2, 4.3 are most important. 4.1 theorem is what? If a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, the angles formed are called corresponding angles. If a transversal intersects a two pair of given parallel lines, the angles are the same. The angles formed, whatever they are corresponding angles, they are equal to one another. If a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, the alternate angles are equal. And next one is if a transversal intersects pair of parallel lines, the angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary are 180 degrees. Using these three theorems, we can do some problems related to these theorems. Problems I'll explain. I hope you clearly understood these angles. So, find x if L is parallel to M. If L is parallel to M, P is a transversal. P is a transversal. First problem, this L line, this M line children. How to apply the angles, whatever the theorems and angles I explained. So related to those theorems, these problems are. So look carefully, observe carefully. This is L line, this is M line, M is parallel to M. This P is a transversal. This is given. This is x degrees, and this is 110 degrees. What is the value of x? What is the value of x? How to solve this? So how this? This is a transversal. So these L and M are intersected by the transversal. L and M lines are parallel. L is parallel to M, P is a transversal. The transversal is intersecting the given pair of lines, parallel lines, and how they are? These are opposite. These are opposite. This is exterior angle, this is also exterior angle. How they are? They are opposite. So opposite alternate angles are equal. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, the angles formed alternate angles, the angles formed either side of the transversal are equal. Alternate angles are equal. Okay, because of this transversal, the opposite angles are formed here. The opposite angles are what? Alternate exterior angles. Alternate exterior angles. X is equal to what here? 110 degrees. That's all. What angle? If a transversal, if a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, the alternate angles are equal. If a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, the alternate angles are equal. Alternate exterior angles. X is equal to 110. Answer. So second problem, I'll give you one more problem. You see, this is L line, this is M line. L, M, this is the transversal. N is the transversal. This is 84 degrees. This is Y. What is the Y value? Find Y. So, the N is the transversal, L and M are the pair of parallel lines. The pair of parallel lines L and M intersected by N. The alternate angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. 84 is equal to Y. Y is equal 84. So, alternate angles. So, one more problem I will give you. This is parallel to this. These two lines are parallel. L and M. So, N is a transversal. So, this is Z. This is 100. Where are the angles? 100 and Z angles. So, the L and M parallel lines intersected by N. Just now I told you, if a transversal intersects two pair of parallel lines, the angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. If a transversal intersects two pair of parallel lines, the angles formed on the same side of the transversal is how much? 180 degrees supplementary. Sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal. 100 plus Z is equal to how much? 180 degrees. Why 100 plus z equal 180 degrees? The angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. The sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. That is 180 degrees. 100 plus z equal 180. Z is equal to 180 minus 100. That is equal to 80 degrees. So therefore z is equal to 80 degrees. Like this, you can solve the problems. In your textbook, in your 9th class textbook, lines and angles, you do this 5 2 problems. Do this fourth chapter, lines and angles, Children, you complete. Do this. Find these problems. Do this. The class work. You complete this. It is related to these three angles. Theorem 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. I told you. When the transversal intersects pair of parallel lines, the interior angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal. The transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, the interior angles are equal. The exterior alternate angles are equal. Interior alternate angles are equal. The corresponding angles are equal. You can use these three angles and you can solve the problems which are given in the Doris and Tritis column. I hope you clearly understood. Now, next assignment is what? In the lines and angles chapter. Do this and try these problems, try to solve in the classwork. Okay, children? Thank you.